Previously on the Violet Madness. With the horror of the living paint finally destroyed, the party returned to Berinthus battered, weary, and searching for answers. Though the town had begun to recover from the nightmare that had gripped it, signs of a new mystery were already emerging from its ashes. Among the wreckage, the group discovered what remained of Rocket, Daemon's mechanical raccoon companion. The construct still functioned, but only barely, its body damaged and left completely immobilized. Someone, or something, had deliberately disabled it, but who and why remained unclear. As the party searched for Ven, the trail only deepened their unease. Tracks vanished where they should not have. Clues ended abruptly, as though reality itself had swallowed her whole. Refusing to leave the matter unanswered, Shadar reached beyond the veil with a sending spell, managing to contact the tiefling girl across worlds unknown. Her reply was troubling. Ven claimed she had been taken to another realm, a sprawling city called Tenebrosity, where, somehow, she was destined to rule. The revelation left Daemon deeply unsettled. Questions surrounding Ven's fate only multiplied, and the road ahead seemed darker than ever. Yet for now, the party can afford little rest. Beyond Berinthus, the Crinal Mountains still loom over the horizon, and somewhere within them, the cult of the Violet Madness waits alongside their captive, Galfond Ilames. The battle for Berinthus may be over, but the true journey is only beginning. The happy-go-lucky feel around Berinthus is gone. The curse essentially lifted. There are people now who are rather upset and shocked and terrified in some cases. Half the village or half the town did just burn to the ground, and with no leadership now that Julianus Hasker has been eliminated. It all remains to be seen, but here you are now in this in the inn. Not many people here. Most have fled to their homes, maybe even fled outside town, and the others are tending to the fire. The fires that have now kind of died down to a more of a smolder than anything else. But alas, in you all arrive.
Innkeep.
There's no one behind the bar, but a moment or two after you call out, someone does kind of come around from the back, probably emerging from the cellar. There's soot on his face. Kind of blonde, sandy blonde haired human, and his kind of white shirt is also kind of stained and stained with kind of black, and he regards you all and he says, what can I do for you?
Well, we're just back from a very impressive battle, and we have quite the hunger on us and a thirst. We are indeed residents here, this establishment, so we'd like to receive some service the next few hours while we sit around a table and talk about very important things.
Well, luckily enough that the fire that broke out within town has remained this section of the community unscathed, relatively so. But he kind of looks around and there's there are a couple of people here. Well, when I say a couple, there's literally two other people in the entire establishment. But he says, a round of drinks it is then.
Well, what have you got in the way of food?
Well, we still have what was made in the kitchen before the panic broke out, but...
What was that?
Well, we'll bring you down the menus. And he gestures towards a seat for you all to commandeer.
Well done, everyone. Did you see my wings? Did anyone see my wings? That's a new spell. Quite.
Impressive stuff.
Yes, I mean...
Must be said. Very dramatic looking.
I feel like I kind of...
It was.
Thank you. it's something I've been speaking with the sort of praying with the Raven Queen about, and it's just been kind of I don't know, more like well, I don't feel I really understood the depth of the spell. It became rather
It
preoccupied.
did seem very, very powerful.
Well, I think I more became rather preoccupied with the wings. There are 2 more effects. That's the regeneration ability and something that maybe I need to study it more, a little bit more, I think, just so I understand this spell a little bit better.
Well, if you want to run any experiments, I'm always happy to help.
Well, it's a rather powerful spell. It does take a lot out of me. What is it? As the other fella said the 3 cities ago, I'm hangry. It's like a multi-class between hungry and angry.
Alfred, do you know the fly spell?
Sadly, I do not.
No, that's fine. Actually, I prefer it because now I'm not the only one.
Some of us do have to
Is
stay on the
grounded.
ground, it seems. As
Yes.
everybody else seems to sprout wings or the like one by one.
Right.
Well, I
That's
do. You must remember me. I do have telekinesis, so I could make you fly.
Could you not cast that on, like, say, a stone, like a flagstone, and stand on it? Just fly yourself around?
Seems a bit risky.
I'm just saying, it's possible that you could make yourself fly. And like I said, I've always got the spell, so I could make you fly if you wanted to, Mina.
Or we could maybe go and see if we can find you a broom of flying. I've seen someone use one of those before.
I've always felt pretty comfortable on the ground.
A broom? I'm implying something there, Shadar.
No, I just I've seen before an adventuring party where it wasn't quite the bard, but it was a wizard who had a little broom, and they could fly around with the broom and cast spells.
As you say that, Shadar, the barman comes down with a handful of menus. He says, "Oh, are you referring to the Broomtown rats? They swing by town. They've swung by town before. Here, menus.
Never
there
on a
for
Monday,
you."
though.
Yes.
Never on a Monday. Apparently, they don't like them. It's their day off. But alas, I'll be just behind the counter. Should you be ready to order? And of course, on the menu, there's quite some nice things to choose from. You have baked pheasant pie with ginger.
No.
You have braised beef dumplings spiced with snail butter.
No.
And you have smoked salmon on skewers with steamed turnips. And on their drink side of the menu, some nice stuff as well. Some strong honey mead and some glowing kind of top shelf whiskey that goes for a fetching 1 gold piece.
What about cider? Have we got any nice ciders?
Well, we have the house cider. It's not as upmarket as the whiskey or the mead, but we do indeed have cider.
Excellent. I'd like it inside me.
Very well. Would you like a tankard or a pitcher?
Yes, both.
Very good. Anything else for you folks, or should I return when you're ready?
Is it too early for breakfast?
Well, my saying is it's never too early for breakfast. I have a vast amount of bacon in reserve.
Yes, bacon, eggs, and
We'll take all of the bacon and eggs.
if you have beans, I should quite like some beans on my
Well,
bacon
it's
and eggs.
quite fortunate that when Marjorie was making the baked pheasant pie earlier today, that she managed to hold on to many of the eggs. So pheasant eggs it is, if that is agreeable with you.
What did you say her name was? Margarine?
Marjorie.
Oh, Marjorie, I see her. Okay. Very good.
We get up the following morning and Marjorie would have the Marjorie would have the eggs on, and we go at it again.
You go at it awful hard.
Only Irish people will get that joke.
Yeah. All of it. I'm having the full 17 pints. Yeah, Shadar. Well done, everyone.
But before, he's walking away to him, I will take the strong mead and one of the whiskeys, please.
I'll have one of the whiskeys as well. Fuck it.
I don't understand how you're all still hungry.
Why?
Just
We
marched
had
up
dinner
and down.
like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, battle makes me hungry, you know.
It's impressive, Oz. That's all.
I was eating light as well. I didn't want to, stuff my face in front of the person I'm going on a date with.
I'm 6'2" and 220 pounds.
Exactly. He is.
My metabolism burns like the sun.
I've seen him.
Okay.
I've seen him in the bathhouse.
And for the two gentlemen,
I've
looking
seen
at,
him in the bathhouse.
Alfric and Daemon.
I've not been to the bathhouse.
Oh, I'm not,
Already?
not
Okay.
fussy, just
Thought you were.
No, we all went to the bathhouse already.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll just have some bacon and whiskey.
Whatever you're serving will be fine.
Very well. And to eat, gentlemen, or is it just drinks? Again, looking at Shadar, Tyrion, and also Mina, of course.
To eat. Just bacon, eggs, and
All of
sausages.
the bacon and all of it.
Just all day breakfast. I don't know if that's a thing here, but just imagine you're cooking up a breakfast for 10 people.
Don't cook the bacon nor the eggs in the snail butter.
No.
Please.
Very well.
Thank you.
Very well. So yeah, he retreats back. He comes back a couple of moments later with your ciders and whiskies and all that jazz.
Well, cheers to everybody. Well done. We're all still alive. But I was serious, that we should definitely think of a name for our little group.
There's a few ideas I have, but I don't know. It's just spitballing, I guess.
They'd have to focus on whatever it is we all have in common. So I guess
So
our
nothing?
goal at this point.
The bacon
I mean-
brunchers.
Well, I was rather thinking, maybe we could call ourselves the understudies, given that we all came to in a theatre.
I like that. I think that's pretty good.
Who are we understudying? In an understudy
Well,
has a...
there were actors on the stage who disappeared, and we're the only ones who were left. So we've yet to find out who we're understudying for, but I do believe we're all invested in the investigation.
I do a lot of
As
studying.
it were. You do?
And we were pretty much all studying underneath someone else.
I won't be hurt if you
Okay,
don't like it.
I guess.
You seem unsure, my dear.
Is it hyphenated or one word?
Either. I suppose we could have a vote. It doesn't
Nice.
matter to me whether it's hyphenated or it's one word. Suppose we could go to the library, find a dictionary, and study the etymology of the word.
Okay, a slight amendment to what you said.
Okay.
What about the underestimated?
The underestimated. I don't know. I feel neither would, when sort of shouted loudly before a battle, would really instill fear in our enemies. We are the understudies.
Right? Like,
Fusion canal.
oh yes, I've employed the understudies, or beware the underestimated, or here.
Or what about the overstudies? No, maybe not.
That's why I was asking if it was hyphenated, because if I was thinking of the, letters of each of the words, like whether it be something we could shout as the name, but it's not. Like tus or two doesn't really make sense.
I think something to do with the theatre, though, is probably quite a good. It's the line we should stay on. There's directors of theatre shows. What do you call them? Plays. Play directors. There's also directors of funerals. We could call ourselves the funeral directors.
No, because that makes us sound like we're all part of your order.
I put the fun in funerals.
While this
Yes, you do.
discussion is going on, Tyrion's just going to pick up the fancy glowing whiskey, drop it in the mead, and just down them.
Nice, nice, nice.
Jesus.
Discharge.
Good for you, sir. Haha.
I do like the theme of the directors, though. What about the directors of destruction?
They sound like bad guys.
I mean, quite honestly, I thought it sounded like a band, but you know.
Yes. They kind of like some sort of emo band.
Oh no, it'd definitely be scream metal.
Maybe. So what else could we have? We got script. Did we play as a script or I don't know.
The Equalizers.
The Equalizers. How about the Equalers?
That sounds like the what?
The curtain callers.
Yes, I like that.
Now we're on to something.
Don't.
Which was ironically the name of episode 1, I might throw in.
Oh wow. The
Curtain
curtain callers.
Prophetic.
I like it. Do you say it's pathetic?
Does that mean we could use?
Prophetic.
Oh, I see. Sorry.
Does that mean we could use the line when we finish someone off as like "show's over"?
Only if it's followed by bitches.
No sequel for you.
Nice.
Excuse me,
goodness.
the
Curtain callers.
the innkeeper just kind of over your shoulder, Shadar drops down 2 humongous like tray plates of cuts of bacon, and then on the second platter is assorted eggs, fried, scrambled, boiled, poached. Just leaves it down, and you all have your own like little separate plates to kind of just like tuck in.
What are you all having?
I tell you what, guys, and everyone get stuck in. I'll cast heal on every one of you over the next 5 days. There'll be no problem with cholesterol. It will be absolutely fine. You just eat what you want.
I'm not worried about the cholesterol.
Oh my
I'm worried about being in your room after you guys eat all those eggs.
That's more Tyrion. I mean, you can hear it. He's a devil for the farts.
The armor really seals it in as well.
Right, yes, until he takes it off in your presence, and it's like, look, I mean, I suppose.
Everything from the neck down on Tyrion is just mummified.
Pretty much. It's the only time I've ever seen a paladin cast Stinking Cloud.
Maybe, Satyrion, we should call you the Toxic Avenger.
I have divine health.
I'm so glad someone else is getting made fun of, but I feel so bad. Oh my god.
There we are. So, the curtain callers it is then, yes?
Oh, just a suggestion. We can.
No, I'm in. I'm. You
I
sold me.
like it.
Sold
I'd
me
be
the soup.
happy to go by that name.
It does kind of give us a bit of like surprise as well, because if we walk into town and or people hear of us, they'll be like, "Oh, the curtain callers. Oh, well, they must be a
Oh,
a
I
traveling
needed some
theatre
new
troupe."
curtains.
Theatre troupe, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Way better than the curtain twitches, isn't it?
Exactly. And then we turn up and we fuck shit up and burn towns to the ground like this one.
Well, it was
We did.
Well,
No, we just happened to be here.
Burn the town.
We were just here when it burned.
yes, but too many of being in a town when it burns down gets you a name.
Little reputation.
We were also in Grendel when it.
Yeah.
Let's not lead with that line.
No, it shouldn't be on our business card, as it were. The curtain callers.
50% more burning.
Yeah, the curtain callers. We hardly ever burn town to town. I think you should go with that.
The chances of you burning down a town are slim, but never zero.
But never zero.
only 27%.
I take it our theme tune would be Burn Towny Burn.
Nice. Well, I'm sure we have a bard in our midst. You could write us a theme tune. Wouldn't you, my dear?
I could.
You did, and you should.
Sure.
Go.
I don't necessarily know that the tune would be very inspiring. You
You've
know?
always been successful in inspiring us. Whenever you've chosen to do it.
Well, thank you, but there's a difference between, I guess, songs for the moment and songs for the. I mean, if you think about our journey so far, it hasn't quite been very happy. We've certainly been successful, but
Yes, but
I mean, we'd been to Grendel, and that didn't end well.
no.
And then we went south, and didn't grab the things that we went to grab.
No.
We
Yes, but that was because it was from a maniacal piece of shit.
Doesn't always go to plan, but it's safe to say there are fewer dark creatures in the land than there were
Yes.
before we got together. It's got to count for something.
That's true,
There has to
which
be.
include a dragon and
Yeah, there's lots of songs about dragons being slain.
that's true.
And all good plays have tragedy before the third act.
Yes. And tragedy in the fourth act. They're my favorite ones.
Is there four?
Shadar's has tragedy in every act,
Exactly.
every scene.
They're my favorite
Not
ones.
an act.
It's not an act.
So, I think. Anyway, Shadar will be tucking into the food now and lashing down the cider and whatever else. And but so, where's it tomorrow then? Heading to the mines, find this Galfond fellow.
Yes, indeed.
Is he a nice fellow?
Well, I've not met him before, but he's certainly somebody worthy of respect.
I thought he was an apprentice or something. Or was that
That was
Oh,
Daemon.
Daemon.
our friend Daemon? Of course. Daemon, is he a nice
Mina's
fellow?
like Mina's tapping a rhythm on the table, but almost like absent-mindedly. Like she's just, like if you know, like, oh well, David. No, I was gonna say, like a piano player. Sometimes they'll just start like, the motions, like muscle memory. So she's doing that. So she's not that she's half in the conversation, but she's also doing that.
Daemon, is he a nice fellow?
Sorry, I was zoned out. It's who a nice fellow.
Yeah, like this Galfond fellow we're going to delve into the mines to rescue.
Depends on your definition of nice.
Well, is he worth rescuing is my main question.
Yes.
Okay, that's well then.
If,
Seems like a nice fellow then, in my eyes.
well, I mean,
Not rescue him because he
But-
owes
but-
you money or something, are we?
no, for the good he has done for everyone, not just you, not just me, but everyone in this country, it outweighs anything he might have been twisted to do. He's a strong, very, very strong individual, both magically and with intent.
Right.
For them to have been able to get him, put it this way, I can only see it as part of a grander plan he might have.
Oh, so like he's sort of, I'll allow them to catch me so
You
I
think he
can
got captured on purpose?
strike from within the layer.
I don't necessarily feel like he would have got captured on purpose, but I do believe that if he knew it was coming, I think he would have been prepared to be able to use it to his advantage.
Okay, how do you think he will do that then?
Maybe the information he'll find out while he's there. Maybe
Excellent.
keeping an eye on certain people.
I like it. Okay.
I doubt that. Just if you know you're going to be captured, if you know you're going to be in enemy territory, you set up some sort of contingency plan, right?
He did.
You let someone know
He did. He
What
set up
was his
Alfric.
contingency plan.
It's true.
Yes.
Bringing Alfric to Grendel, I think, was his contingency plan. I think that was him preparing for what might happen. And I think he needed the expertise of Alfric to help him achieve it.
I'm just keen that I can
But he
live up
didn't
to his hopes.
tell Alfric, and now the people
I know,
people
because
are
if
searching for Alfric.
but if Alfric had been, yeah, exactly, they're searching for Alfric because they knew that he was going to be going to see him. They were going to go and see Gelfond. So they might have thought that Alfric had information that he doesn't have yet. Gelfond wouldn't have given it to him until he got there. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I do think that he was intending for Alfric to help him with this. I think he knew this was coming, or at least something was coming. And I think he was getting himself ready for it. The fact as well that he had, I don't remember his name, the fellow in the tower, he knew about all of us. He knew about me because I'd met him, but he knew about all of us. And there's no reason he would have known about all of us unless Galfond already knew about us all.
Did he already know about us? That's a question for the DM.
It depends on who you're talking about. Are you talking about Robert Lynn or the Drider?
The guy that we cut the leg off of.
Either
Yeah, Robert Lynn.
Yeah.
No, he knew Alfric.
So they know about all of us.
I don't think so. I don't recall that. He definitely knew Alfric.
I didn't think so either.
Okay, I might have remembered that wrong then. Okay.
Am I misremembering a mural with all of us in it?
Yeah.
There was there was a paint. There was a portrait of Alfric.
That's
you're mixing up campaigns, Stephen. You saw a mural with all of you in it and Children of Fear.
No, yeah, it was all 17 different pictures of Alfred. Yes. Sorry.
Either way, I think that was part of his whole plan to bring Alfric in.
He knew a lot about
Perhaps.
me, more than I expected anybody to on this side of the ocean. He had clearly been doing his research and seemed to have some sort of purpose in mind for me. I only have a vague idea of what it was, but I hope that I can live up to it. But it seems that whatever way you look at it, either he thought or our opponents thought they needed someone who was quite potent when it comes to the arcane.
So, I have a potentially morbid question then. In the vein of Galfon potentially knowing what was coming, Alfric, they're coming for you, and we know that.
Yes.
And if you are captured or we are overwhelmed, what do you want us to do? Because whatever it is that they're after you for, it's not good. It
No,
could
you're quite
potentially
right.
make everything worse.
And as you know, I've been put to magical uses against my will in the past, and I certainly don't want
I
to
know.
repeat this. So,
That's what I'm
if it
asking.
comes to that, well, let's just say I'd rather go out on my own terms than be put into that sort of situation again.
Okay.
I trust you to make the pragmatic choice.
Well, if you're comes down to it, I'll certainly put in a good word with
That's very
herself downstairs, as it were.
much appreciated.
No problem. Yeah, I think he's a good egg. Don't judge him too harshly. And all that.
Would you ever want to be brought back in that case? I mean, it's not easy, but there are methods, I don't know, in 6 months, in a year, and
If you think my capabilities are worth the expenditure of the resources necessary.
That's not the question she
Well,
asked.
I'm asking because there's two. Worst comes to worst. There's two ways to kill you. The first way ensures you can be brought back, and the second way ensures you can't.
Well, life is full of possibilities. I'd rather not rule out further life.
Okay. I wanted to know
That's-
before it came up.
But it seems it's nice to know that Alfred gets a choice in this and I don't. He looks at Tyrion.
Just looks right back.
Given you once said that the Raven Queen took me, that you would ensure I was brought back.
Oh, I never said I let him die. Mina did.
No, I'm talking about me.
Oh, I know.
So I'm just saying that it's nice that some people get a choice, isn't it?
I haven't.
You do know, and you do understand, Tyrion, that these spells, these revivification spells and all sorts of things, they hang the willingness of the soul to come back.
Let's see if it occurs that way, or if your dear matron encourages you to return again.
Exactly.
She loved you so much, she made you a living angel temporarily.
Yes. I have expressed my wishes. If I die, do not wish to be revivified. Do not wish to have any resurrection or raise dead rituals cast upon me. I have died in service to the Raven Queen. I have fulfilled my destiny.
But then if that's the case and you're brought back, you have your own destiny to fill.
No, I have already
Yes, but you've more
fulfilled my
to live
destiny.
for now. And I just glanced towards Mina.
How about this then, Shadar? You're not allowed to go anywhere until this is done. After that, then that's up to you.
I do not agree.
Well, tough anyway.
He takes out like a piece of charcoal and one of the white parts of his arm where there's like sort of maybe a little bit of that's not tattooed or like for whatever else he just he just scrawls DNR. Do not resurrect.
But we can revivify then. Good to know.
The two ors mean what they mean.
No.
Do not revivify
But there's
or do
not
not
a
resurrect.
TR.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, exactly. It's not DNRR. It's
But I think he draws an extra or in there. There you go. Covered.
overlapping another toe.
But I swear to you, if you drag me back from the place and this state I have fought and killed for all my life, you will not like what returns. My wish is clear.
Good stuff.
Good.
They are.
Want me to give you my gemstones, Tyrion? You can do the deed. On a lighter note,
Shadar is a little bit grumpy over this, so he's going to get up and he's going to...
Shadar, before you go,
What?
just to lighten the mood a bit, I've made a little bit of a ditty for you.
A ditty?
Yes,
Thought that was Mina's job.
it is, but I'm sure Mina will be able to do it better than I will anyway. But sure, here it is. There once was a cleric called Shadar, who had travelled both near and far. His sisters are dead, so Tyrion took off their head, and Shadar gave out a hurrah. No, did it quite hit the spot? See, I told you
No.
that I shouldn't be the one singing the song, but
I think he's a little bit more grumpy now, and he's gonna just he's gonna get up. He's gonna take whatever. If there's a full pitcher of cider, he's gonna just get up and walk outside. He's a grumpy boy anyway, so with the DNR stuff and with all the rest of it, he's not very happy. So he's just gonna go out and look at the moon for a while, like a proper goth boy. Sad goth.
That's an insider, not an outsider.
Well, despite the fact of that little ditty not landing on Shadar, Daemon, the universe appreciates it. So give yourself a point of inspiration.
Definitely. Dave appreciated it. I loved it.
Mina will probably stand, glance at everyone, but they know she doesn't have anything, so she'll follow him out.
As you step outside, Mina, into the now cooling night air, there's a kind of a brisk breeze that kind of makes the hair on the neck stand and the goose flesh on the arms rise. And you see Shadar just a few paces down from the entrance to the tavern.
Where are we staying?
Yeah.
Where are we staying? It's a Whispering Flagon, is it?
Yes, I believe
yes?
so.
Okay.
No,
Are we there
pickaxe
now?
Pickaxe
Or-
and tankard.
Okay.
And you're just a few Shadar's just a few paces outside the place, and he's just kind of looking up at the night sky, just taking a few swigs from his tankard. The wind kind of billowing
Hey,
his finery.
Sorry about. Are you okay?
Yes, fine. Just needed a little bit of fresh air, and sometimes I don't know. They can go on and on about my wishes, and I think they seem the same. They see things the same way I do. You know, it is my final wish that I not be brought back. And I understand why Tyrion obviously would want to revivify me if we're in the middle of a battle and all the rest of it, and whatever else, but it's something I don't want. Anyway, sometimes it just gets a little bit annoying, the frivolity that ensues when old sad boy Shadar expresses his wishes and all the rest of it. But anyway, yes. And Shadar walks around the front of the pickaxe and tankard, and he goes, I'm going to dip my feet in the water. And he'll walk around the back, and he'll take his boots off. Actually, his fancy shoes off. And he'll just sit with his tankard, his feet in the water now, on the edge.
We were here just a few hours.
Yes, I know. Here we are again.
I understand
What do you
for what
understand?
it's worth.
What do you understand?
I don't think it's right, but I wouldn't. I mean, I can't, but I also wouldn't bring you back.
Well, that settles that then, doesn't it? There's no possibility of you bringing me back, so let's ties it up in a nice, neat little bow. I suppose it's all about faith, then, isn't it? I have faith that the role I play in
you
this
do.
world. Yes, and I have faith in the role that I play in this world, and the journey I take will be cut short when the Raven Queen decides to cut it short. I have faith in that. Gives me a lot of comfort. Do you have faith, Mina?
I'm not sure I have faith in anything the way you do.
It's easy to have faith in an end. That's exactly what the Raven Queen symbolizes, an end. Before the transition in the beginning, but I put my faith in the end that she promises. And the perversion of that end is undeath. That's why I will never stop. I will always put my mace in the way of anything that seeks to promote or further any form of undeath. But apart from that, I understand that it is easy to put your faith in something as quantifiable as an end to life, an end to existence. You don't have to believe to know, to know that that exists. See it every day. The fox eaten, chewed to death, worried by the wolf. The fish snatched from the lake by the bird of prey. Whatever other analogies I can think of. But I believe in my end.
I mean,
What
it
do you
would
believe
be.
in, Mina?
I mean, there are things that I know. I, you know, I don't know if
believe
there's
in, though?
anything that.
You kind of lean over and
Uh,
shove her shoulder with his shoulder.
yeah.
You must have faith in something.
I don't know. I mean, perhaps if I had seen the hands of God come down and mold me or my destiny, I might believe in people if I hadn't seen the work of them, but I'm not quite sure what to believe. I know that I want the world to be better. I know that I want to do things. I know that, we all want to do the right thing in this group, and it's enough. I don't necessarily need to have a belief in something intangible. What would be the point at this point? What would faith do for me?
Now,
Doesn't comfort me the way it comforts you.
have you ever had faith? Did you believe in something as a child? Or is it the fact that you've lost faith, or you've just never had it?
Oh, I had it
You had faith
once
in
upon a
something.
time.
What?
I had
Where
faith
was
in
that
lots of
faith?
things.
Oh, I see. Lots of things. What was the first thing you thought of when I asked that question? Oftentimes our minds drift to the things we put our faith in most dearly when we were younger. I saw your eyes dart away for a second. Something flashed across your mind. If it's not too much, if it's a question you don't wish to answer, of course, please don't, but if you do, what was that?
Once upon a time, before the war, oh gosh, before you were born. Oh, well, there's it's hard to keep faith in a goddess who would never answer a call, in someone who you worshipped, or who you embodied, or who you tried to be you know, faith is a funny thing. You can believe in it or you can live by it. But ultimately, faith is just misplaced trust if it's never answered, isn't it?
It depends.
I guess you wouldn't know.
Maybe I would posit that maybe faith being misplaced. I don't know. I think it's important to recognize and realize. Was there a reason for the faith that was misplaced? Because faith born out of premeditation or choice may not be faith at all.
Right. Mina takes her finger and she traces a pattern on your arm, and you recognize it because it's the tattoo you have underneath your arm. And she'll say something to the effect of, well, you have faith. You've inked your faith on your body.
Yes.
And yet do you live by it? Right? So,
As best I can.
I took some liberties with your tattoos, but you did mention you had the whole Raven Queen history across your body. So I'm gonna assume at one point you've got a bunch of like shadow wisps somewhere on your arm, and she's gonna kind of ghost her fingers over that, which forms a blade, right? And Mina's gonna say, the Raven Queen is a weaver, and yet you do not weave. She is a shadow forger. She created Black Razor with her shadow magic. Yet, you do not wield shadows. And in her other hand, Mina's gonna summon a shadow blade. Right? And then let it wisp away into air. And then she's gonna move on to a different part of your body. And she's gonna say, she's a keeper of memories in her fortress of memories. And, you know, I'll run your hand kind of like over the shirt where that tattoo is on your chest of the Raven Queen sitting in the fortress of memories. And then she's going to say, yet you do not seek them. Even now, there's a sea of questions in the text that contradict themselves. I spent some time trying to study the Raven Queen. So many have tried to understand her. So many have tried to connect with her, but she remains a cryptic mystery out of reach. But not for you. So why? Is it your family's connection? She'd reached out to you as a child. Is it your love for her? Was your emotions?
Well,
you say I don't have faith.
no, I didn't. I asked whether he had
Or
faith.
you questioned my faith. You asked
No, I asked
if maybe
whether you
the
had
reason.
faith. Well, I see.
But
you trace out the story of the Raven Queen across my tattoos, and you are correct in your dismantling of that story. I knew a life cleric once by the name of Mizzello Grimm. Who worshipped life. Just because he did not worship one facet of it, the moment of birth, the moment of adolescence or puberty, the moment of achieving a true adulthood, and the moment of death, does not mean it's because he did not sort of single out one facet of it or separately worship each part of the jigsaw path. I mean that he did not worship life any less. If you don't mind me saying, I find it your argument about my worship of the Raven Queen disagreeable. But that's neither here nor there. You ask why I worship the Raven Queen. Yes, you are right. It was the family business, as it were. And I went to church. I adhered to the rituals. I lifted up my hands. When they told me to lift up my hands, I knelt. I ate the bread and all the rest of it. One does what one's told. When one is sort of assumed into the family business. But when I saw my mother twisted, tortured, and turned into an undead monstrosity, and the rest of the town of Leighton, howling, tortured beings, grandmothers pulled from the grave specifically to pull their granddaughters and grandsons limb from limb. Not take long for me to go from adherence to a creed to pure and focused belief. For when a moment like that becomes the lens with which faith is focused and comes into being, comes into view. That's where my faith is born from. So, do you have faith, Mina?
Like I said before, not the way you do.
And that's fine too, isn't it?
When we had first... It should be.
Yes.
When we'd first met, I'd asked you all about the Raven Queen. Not because I did not know, but because I thought you'd known some truth I had missed. Some missing puzzle piece. Some reason that when you call, she answers.
Why do you seek to dismantle it? Why do you seek to pull it apart from its existence into some sort of formative parts that you might be able to place them on the table and recreate them like our artificer friend there? It always seems to consistently, constantly talk about understanding. Faith is not about understanding. Faith is about accepting. Once you accept, you find you hear a lot more of the things the Raven Queen has to say.
Yeah. Perhaps. I don't understand just believing. Hence trying to pick it apart, put it together, figure out what comes together is more than the sum of her parts. But if I had known, I wouldn't have been what I am.
I like what you are. There, I said it. You don't have to be...
And I like what you are.
We don't have to be acolytes. I will never seek to convert you. But ask these questions, Mina, because I want to know you more. I want to know you better. That's the only reason. I ask these questions not out of judgment or anything like that. That's all.
Yeah, I feel like I know you pretty well. You've been an open book this whole time.
Yes, well. Yes. I've never tried to keep secrets. I've always freely given them away. The only power a secret has over you is when it recognizes your desire for it not to be told. Once you speak the truth, someone else's knowledge of your secret holds no power.
Well, that may be so.
The truth shall set you free.
I am a free woman.
Excellent. Well,
But, how... Well, I guess I know the answer, but this, the Raven Queen has asked you to do some quite unthinkable things. Hasn't she?
what?
To your own family? With your... Everything that happened with your sisters, I'd wanted to check in, but then the whole
The Raven Queen didn't ask
Blackbone
me to.
Barrow, and then Tyrion, and then you, and then anyway,
The
forget I
Raven
asked.
Queen did not ask me to take care of my sisters. That job. It was personal. They were abominations. And I would have completed that job too if it weren't for that pesky paladin. He did the job for me. I shall have words with him over that. But, no. The Raven Queen doesn't ask me to do it. The paradox. The paradox of believing in the Raven Queen and worshipping her and placing your faith in the Raven Queen is you never. I know of friends of mine in different temples would speak with Torm. And they will receive an answer, or they will pray to Helm and receive a dream. There's never an answer from the Raven Queen. There's never a dream from the Raven Queen. Nothing of the sort. And so I understand your frustration, given your lack of... I don't know, is fulfillment the right word, or... But I've never received an answer to my prayers. I've never...
Sure you have.
Please elaborate.
I mean, Shadar, you turned into an angel today. How much more of an answer to your prayers do you need?
These are powers granted to me by the Raven Queen. Weapons, abilities. To further her. Further her... I'm not going to use the word agenda, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I do.
These are powers granted to the most faithful. questions. I mean, I have many questions. Questions like, in Leyden, what happened to my mother? Last I saw her, she beat her hands. She beat the skin off her fists, pounding through the door to the vault I was hidden in. I know the only person that can answer that question is me. I have questions about life in the universe. But with faith, Mina, comes acceptance that some questions are not meant to be answered. Or, if they are meant to be answered, they will be answered on the point, the moment of your passing. That is why I look forward to death so much. That is why I tend my own grave, because I know that when I pass, the mysteries will be unraveled to me. That is my belief. Curtain Callers is a good name, though, isn't it?
I do think it is. Speaking of, should we get back to the rest of the curtain?
I think we should. Thank you for coming out to check on me. I appreciate it.
Always.
You okay?
Me? Yeah.
Shadar, with that, you head back into the tavern with Mina following close by, and kind of the empty flagon now kind of just at the just dangling at the end of your fingertips, and you head on in, and Mina, you Shadar holds the door open for you, and you kind of take a moment, and you just kind of look back outside into that cool evening air one more time. I wish I could say it was fresh air, but it is laden with the scent of burning. The scent
With
of
the smoke, yeah.
Yeah, the smell of ash and burning wood, and
Yeah, and you just said laden.
and all that. Laden, yep, yeah, there you go. But alas, as you're kind of taking that last glance into the town of Barenthus, across the street, on a kind of crooked wooden sign, kind of swaying ever so slightly in that chilly evening breeze, a raven flies and perches itself upon the wooden sign. Has a what looks like it's small, but held within its beak, it seems to be a kind of piece of burnt cloth, from what it looks like, and kind of just drops it at its feet and kind of just pecks at it and kind of catches your eye a moment, and it caws and flies away. And that's where we'll leave things for this episode of The Violet Madness. Thank you so much for listening. Our players tonight were Matt as Alfric Ilnarin, Ali Mar as Mina Dumont, Ryan, also known as Deranged Rhino over on Twitch, as Daemon Filius Fiduced, and Stephen, your paladin pal, as Sir Tyrion Shadowbane, and also Dave at Emerald Collective Dave as Shadar Vicanis. And I've been Mark, your GM. If you've been enjoying the show, we'd love it if you took a moment to like, follow, or subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts. It really helps us find more people to join along in the madness. And if you want to keep the conversation going, come join us over at the Emerald Collective Discord server. It's a great place to share your favourite moments, theories, feedback, and to hang out with the community between episodes. Thanks again for listening, and until next time, stay vigilant and mind the madness.